your parents. No. Smell yours and smell your neighbor. And see how different you smell.
Oh.
You don't have any
What's the
smell.
first one? Oh, that's over here. Yeah.
I know. That's weird.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, yours
Wow.
smells
It
wow.
I can't either.
makes your pheromones make
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I don't know.
It smells different on every. You can actually use that on the guys too.
Can we get the rag?
I'll smell hers.
Oh yeah, rag.
Yeah, I need the rag.
Yeah, you can use it on the guys because once it absorbs in, it actually becomes much more musky on that.
So weird.
So it's actually unisex.
Yeah, everybody's is like a little different to their body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just got my.
Customizable. All right, so we're going to talk about lubricants now. Lubricants are an extremely important area for women. Women should always have a good lubricant on hand because there's always going to be times that you're drier than others. Tampon use is going to dry you out. After childbirth, you're going to be drier. Certain medications that you take, certain illnesses are going to dry you out. And of course, the effects of aging on our body. From 35 on is when the estrogen levels in our body start to drop. Not only is that going to affect your level of natural lubrication, but it starts to thin the vaginal walls and make them a little bit less flexible. And these are all things that make penetrative sex not as enjoyable. So you want to always have a good lubricant on hand. Also, the drier you are, the more prone you are to infections. So lubricant, lubricant, lubricant. The other thing is, and most women don't realize this, immediately before and for a short duration after your first orgasm, well, any orgasm, your body stops producing lubrication, which is a little bit cruel because we can have those multiple. So always great to have this to pull it out for those types of moments. This is called Beyond Passion. This is actually on back order, but because we're taping this, I want to show it because it's in one of our kits. Beyond Passion is a water-based lubricant that we have. It's pH balanced. Very, very healthy for women. This has a slight warming sensation when it comes into contact with moisture. So you know how KY, you put that on, you almost like hit the ceiling because it's so cold. This is going to immediately warm to your body. So very, very nice. Like I said, very gentle for women. I lost one. I don't know what I did with it. Okay. This is Flavored Body Kiss. This is a flavored lubricant that we have. It's very fun. It's very, very creamy and decadent. And it comes in orange and strawberry, so it tastes really good. You can use this as a lubricant during oral. You can use it as a lubricant during sex because, again, it's sugar-free. And this is a lubricant of choice for our C-rings and sleeves that we're going to be looking at here in a little bit. I'll let you guys pass that and taste that. And then, of course, silicone. Silicone lubricant is an awesome lubricant. This stays on the surface, so it does not go away until you actually wash it off with soap and water. You can put this on your finger. You can do this all night and it's going to stay on there. This is for the shower sex. You know how you get in the shower and you get the squeak, 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 you know? Yeah, it's not very comfortable. This is what you want to use because it's not going to rinse away with the water. This is for marathon sex. This is for a whiskey drinker that's still on you 45 minutes after you've been done. This is the greatest stuff for that. And of course, this is the lubricant of choice for the backdoor play where you have no natural lubrication. And I know everybody always gives me some sort of look when I do that, but you know what? Or when I say that, but some women like nuts in their fudge and some women don't. So I like to cover this so that you know what the best lubricant is for that. But absolutely not just for that. The only thing that you do want to know about silicone is that silicone can never touch silicone. If you have a toy, it may contain silicone. It will melt your toy. So remember, silicone for the boys, water-based for the toys, unless you cover your toy with a latex condom because this is latex condom friendly. So if you use it with a toy, melt down. Well, you know, you melt your toy and then you have just like this vibrating lump. You know, you're like, what the heck was that? Well, it used to be fun.
Massaging?
You could.
Because if it stays moist, you know, like if you're...
Yeah, you could. And you know what? I also tell women if in the shower, most women do their self-breast exams in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
This is fantastic for self-breast exams because it'll help the fingers glide very, very smoothly over the skin. And of course, Benoit balls. Is anybody familiar with Benoit balls?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been to a few of these parties.
Oh, really? These are really, really neat. They're just little heavy metal balls. And these are you guys familiar with Kegels, right? Kegel exercises, all women are. These are basically to assist you in doing really, really powerful Kegels. Because you start with one, you insert it at the vagina, and you have to contract those muscles extremely tight to keep them up there. Once you get to where you can comfortably keep the one in while you're, going around doing household chores, whatever. I wouldn't go to the grocery store because, good Lord, one good sneeze and somebody's losing an eye, Or the kids are like, Mom sneezed and shot the dog, Then you move up to 2. And once you can safely hold or easily hold those 2 in while you're walking around doing whatever, you have extremely toned PC muscles. What does that do for you? Well, for one thing, if you pee a little bit when you sneeze, that's going to help that. But what most women don't realize is that the more toned your PC muscles are, the better control over you have over your orgasms, and the longer and stronger they can be. So, and don't worry, these cannot get lost up inside the vagina. They cannot. Nobody has ever had to go to the emergency room to have their balls pulled out of their vagina. I promise you this. If you are contracted so tightly that they won't come out, just take a nice warm bath or a shower. You'll relax and they will come out, I promise. They can't just float up in there. So I'll pass these. You guys can look at them. These are not the gold ones that we carry. We carry gold ones. Yeah, they won't turn your hoo-ha green or anything. Because if you're sticking something in your vagina, you want it to be very, very high quality, right? So yeah, ours are nice and gold-plated. Now, of course, we have a book. This is called Tickle His Pickle. This is pretty self-explanatory what this is. This is because penises do not come with manuals, and they've been playing with them for a lot longer than we have. So this is full of the biggest tips, tricks, penis no-nos, things like, they don't like it when you jerk it down and to the side real hard at the same time. Who knew? So you can take this home, and you can let him look through it and pick out some things that he likes, and then make him a honey-do list. You ever do that? Honey-do list? You put all the things on there that either need done around the house or you just don't like to do yourself, like cleaning the shower, So make him a little honey-do list, and then he can earn something in here. Yeah. Or if you want to be really mean, when he asks you to do page 34, say, no, you read it, do it yourself. That's only when you're mad at him. And then, of course, fuzzy handcuffs. No bruises on the wrist. No more going to work Monday morning explaining to the boss man what you've been doing over the weekend. And then, of course, if your kids are really bad, lock the little brats up because no bruises, no jail time. See? I've never done this and you can't prove a thing.
That's funny.
And Japanese silk ropes.
Shut up. Because she's mad.
We were talking about this at the one party, and someone was saying, well, you just have to have a safety word. And what was the one woman, she said, my safety word is something like, I will kill you! Dude, that's my safety word. I'm like, that's a pretty good safety word. Okay, Japanese silk love ropes. These are made out of silk, so they will not chafe the skin. And they're kind of like those little Chinese finger traps, because the tighter you pull, the harder, or the tighter they get. The harder you pull, the tighter they get, rather. And these are fun. They have 2 on each one, so you could do a hand, ankle combo. You could use this as a sling, if you're just getting a little bit too tired to hold them legs up anymore. You can hold them behind the ankles and hold those ankles up. Personally, I feel like that's what my husband's shoulders were made for. I don't know. Oh, it's like time for the buzzies. Yay! Time to go into the toys. But before we do, I want to do 2 things. We're going to play a game.